Okay people, this is himself and I'm going to show you how to punish everyone's rage arts using King. This is part 1 where I'll cover the generic rage arts. In part 2, which will follow in a few days, I'll show you how to deal with the more obscure ones. This includes Akuma's Raging Demon, which King can punish using some tools which are unique to him. Almost half the cast has what I call a generic rage art. King is one of them. These generic rage arts all have the same properties. They hit in 20 frames, power crush from the 8th, hit mid and deal 55 points of damage. They are also minus 22 on block, which means that they can be punished using his hop knee. Unfortunately, Atlas Hammer is 23 frames, so it's just one frame too slow. But if you enrage yourself, then you can use both his rage art and his rage drive. However, it really doesn't matter which one you do because they should only have a small amount of life left and you should deal enough damage to close out the round. The other half of the cast have rage arts which have some different properties, and those are the ones that I'm going to look at more closely. If I don't show a specific character in either of these two videos, then it's because they have a generic one. Also, I don't have any of the DLC characters, so I haven't been able to test stuff out on them. Law and Ling's rage arts are almost like generic ones, but instead of being minus 22 on block, they're minus 26 and minus 27 respectively. That means that in these cases, you can punish with the Atlas Hammer. Jack's rage art is different because instead of being minus 22 on block, it's actually minus 32. It also has pushback, which prevents it from being punished by hop knee, but you can still use Atlas Hammer on it and rage drive. Delvagin's rage art is almost like a generic one, except that it has low crush properties. Frame data says that it's from the 8th frame, however I couldn't get it to work, but what I am certain of is that it low crushes from the 9th frame. I tested this by having King do Jaguar step 4 followed by D plus 3. The 4 puts King at plus 8, which means that D3 is which is a 17 frame move, effectively hits in the 9th frame. And as you'll see from the life bar, Delvagin receives no damage from the low, which means that he must have crushed it. This is important because you might try and finish an opponent with a low, however against Delvagin, you might want to be a bit more careful. Lily and Master Raven also have low crushing rage arts. Frame data says that Lily crushes on the 8th frame, while Raven is on the 9th. While I was able to confirm Raven's, I couldn't get it to work for Lily, even on the 9th frame. However, I am confident of it crushing from at least the 10th. Mission complete. Eddie's rage art is similar to Lily in that the frame data says that it crushes from the 8th frame, but I could only get it to crush from the 10th. What makes Eddie a little different though is that his is minus 23 on block, which means that you can punish with an Atlas Hammer. Although the game does not say punish, but the recovery animation seems to suggest that this is the case. To further back this up, I tested by responding with DB2, which is 25 frames, and as you will see, Eddie will block it, which leads me to think that maybe this is a glitch. If someone knows better, then please say so in the comments. And finally we have Gigas, who falls under the same group as the previous 4 characters. Frame data suggests that he low crushes from the 8th frame, but I could only get it to work from the 9th. But what stands out is that for some reason his rage art is minus 42 on block. I have no idea why Namco made it this punishable, but it is. But despite all these things, despite all these negative frames, Atlas Hammer is still the best response to go with. And that brings this video to a close. I hope you guys learned something. In the second part, which will arrive in the next few days, I'll be showing you how to punish the more obscure rage arts. This includes Akuma's Raging Demon, which King can punish using some tools which are unique to him. If you want to see that, then subscribe so it appears in your feed. If you think I've got something wrong or missed something out here, then say so in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the future.